Do you feel like there is a natural flow to life? When you think about how you parent, how you work, maybe how you show up in marriage, does it feel like there's a lot of struggle? Today, the talk is about Wu Wei, the Taoist principle of effortless action. It's an ancient Chinese concept and it refers to acting with the natural flow of life. And it's about acting without force and understanding that the universe does have a natural flow. Understanding and especially applying Wu Wei matters for our mental and our emotional health. It takes some of the pressure off of us as working moms. It helps us let go of control and reminds us that we are not in control of everything. Our ego wants to control. Our ego wants to manipulate outcomes for our career, our relationships as parents. And Wu Wei supports us in allowing events to unfold as they will. When you successfully apply what I'm teaching you in this talk, you're going to be less stressed and anxious, less reactive. You're going to release some of that tension. You will argue less with your spouse or your children or other people. There's a slowness to it. It calms you and it teaches you and I to respond to situations naturally, less overthinking and less forcing the outcomes we want. And I don't know about you, but I need all of that. The challenge is that as humans, and of course with our ego, we believe that we have more control than we actually do. We have these children who grow inside of us, live with us. They have our genes or we're raising them. And a lot of responsibility is placed on the mothers. We believe we have this huge influence and huge impact on our kids. We want them to be successful and happy. And when it comes to our work and the work that we do in the world, we want to achieve, we want to do well. And we believe that it's our effort and our intelligence and our skills that matter the very most. In reality, we have limited but meaningful control over our lives, our work, our relationships, and our parenting. But a lot is outside of our control, and we tend to forget this. For example, some of the things outside of our control are other people, events, circumstances, how we were raised, again, genetics, and a lot of our emotions and habits are out of our control. Can you change habits or subconscious beliefs? Yes, with sustained effort over a long period of time, but a lot is not in our control. Balancing effort and balancing trust create harmony. And it's remembering that it's not just about our effort. It's also about trusting the flow, trusting the universe. We are starting the connected level of the chaos to calm success plan. And this is where you want to create more presence. You want to create more calm within your body, within your mind, and learn how to let go a little more. I was attending this conference and had been listening to speakers all day long. And the very last speaker, his words hit me right in the heart. And several times throughout his talk, it brought tears to my eyes. I'm out in the main area of the conference center and I see him, Dr. Fred Luskin, and I run up to him. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to tell him how much I appreciated his talk. And I say, thank you so much for your talk. You spoke about not holding on so tightly to what we want in life and that we get stressed because we don't get what we want. And you talked about truly just accepting what is happening in the present moment. I'm saying to him, I understand what all of that means as it relates to me, to my life, but it is so hard to do that as a mom. How do I not hold on so tightly to my children? I care so much about them. And one of my children has a very rare disability, has a lot of challenges. How do I not worry and fear? How do I not hold on and just let go? Dr. Luskin put his hand on my shoulder and he says to me, your children are not yours. I'm wiping the tears off my face like, what? He said, their souls are part of the universe. They are not yours. You do not own your children. He said, have you heard of the book, The Prophet? And I said, yeah, I actually think I have it. He said, well, there's a poem in there called On Children, and I want you to read it. And it's going to explain what I'm saying. He said, you need to let go because they're not yours. And he said, I want you to read it and then follow up with me. I go into internet and I look up this poem, and I'll read you the poem right now. On Children. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow. While you cannot visit, not even in your dreams, you may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children are living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is static. I read this poem 3 times standing in this conference center. My girls are not mine. My girls are not mine. I'm thinking over. And that night and the following days, my fears and thoughts resurface. Are they going to be happy? Are they going to be successful and well? Are they going to be okay when I'm gone? Am I doing enough? Are we doing enough? My usual thinking, my usual worry, my usual holding on. I buy this poem and I put it in my closet, and every single day I'm reading it multiple times a day. I'm saying it over and over, and just that phrase, my children are not mine, is helping me believe in this idea that their souls are part of the universe. And I also think, I don't belong to my mom. I'm trusting the universe. I'm doing my best, but I don't have full control. And I feel more faith in my kids, more faith in the journey. I know whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. What goal, what outcome are you worrying about right now? What are you afraid of right now? What are you stressing about? What are you holding on tightly to? It might not be your kid like me. It might be something with your work or finances or marriage or health or family. It could go on and on. There's a lot we can worry about. What are you holding on too tightly to? Navigate your career, relationships, and motherhood like a steady, adaptable river. Water is used a lot as a metaphor for this concept of Wu Wei. Water adapts and flows and finds its way without force. And this really embodies the principle of effortless action. Yes, we take action, but we also know that there's other actions at play. It's not just us. It lets us strive a little bit less as type A, high-achieving working moms. And this perspective, again, is transformative because it takes some of the pressure off of you. And it's valuable because also it makes you more open. You feel more connected to nature. And again, the whole universe. We allow events to unfold and respond in the moment. And so if you look at this slide here, imagine being this river going through life. And a boulder can be an event happening with your kid. A boulder can be a situation in your work. And there's going to be constant boulders, but we can move around obstacles, not fight against them, allow unfolding. And the water is not worrying about all the boulders that it's going to hit next year in 20 years. It's moving naturally. And it understands, the river understands that of course there are boulders in the way. This is the natural flow of life. This is the natural flow of the universe. And so it's not getting as stressed and anxious and upset when it has to come to an obstacle. And so the message is for you and I to let go. Let go of some of the control, let go of some of the stress, let go of some of the fear and worry, and trust in the universe. And so I want you to free yourself, release the hold, out comes face, let life unfold. tenfold. You are an incredible working mom. You have such a positive impact on your kids, on the community, on the work that you do. And I hope that this concept will help you take care of you a little bit more. And of course, you can share it with your family members. And for some of us, or maybe all of us, our spouses and the events and situations and reactions that come up a lot might be a lot of those boulders. So remembering to choose to flow through marriage and relationships too, because I know that could be definitely some of the biggest rocks for me on some of the days.